Yo, yo, what's up? It's the one and only HipHopGamer, Hot 97 Hip Hop Film Festival, Harlem World. Stand up. You want to see something dope? I got it for you. Check it out right here.
So, look, man, I'm having a great time. We at the Hip Hop Film Festival. Shout out to CR Capers putting this together. She's amazing. First off, like, I was told by my homegirl Sandy that I need to talk to you, that I need to know you. And I'm like, as soon as I saw you, I'm like, I get it. I see the spirit. I see the energy. I got love for the girl. Let's get it. So, first off, how you feel? How is the Hip Hop Film Festival treating you? And let them know what you do.
So I just want to say thank you to CR. Like, she has a wonderful platform for independent filmmakers and people that just want to come up in general. And I feel great. I feel like a celebrity. Like, why am I lit right now? Like, why does everybody want to talk to me? I ain't never been this lit. Never. But, you know, I am lit, you know. But I'm a director, producer. I had a film called Conjure that premiered the first day of the festival, which was August 3rd. And I also directed the Cardi B and Offset video.
Oh,
yes,
what?
Lick. Looking like I'm gonna lick. Yes, that was me. Yeah.
So let me ask you. That's what we talking.
I don't even like saying it, but you know,
It is what it is. So now let me ask you this: in terms of like filmmaking, in your opinion, what do you feel is like something extremely necessary to have to be able to flourish in that world of filmmaking? Like, because I think a lot of people will be inspired by what you have to say by that.
Well, this is going to be a real generic answer, but a budget. And a budget is not necessarily monetary. A budget might be your connections to maybe get the spot to film at, or the car, or the girls, or what is your assets to do this video? And do you have money to put it on a major platform? Because if I'm going to take a pay cut, why should I? You understand? So it's initiative to care about your brand more than I need to care about it, because I'm bringing my equipment. I own a Red camera. We spent $10,000 on just a body. We are building that thing up. So at the end of the day, I have to tell these people I'm not coming out of my house unless I get, you know. But I also have a Sony A6300, so, but you got to know that's your budget. So you got to realize what you can work with. You understand? So that's mainly what I want to say.
A lot of people, like, that's the first answer I ever got to like a question like that, because that right there just brings it more to reality on what you just need, like the basics, but how important they are. So now, based on like the movie that you're doing in terms of Conjure, like, talk about that, what it's about, and what do you want people to get from it?
So Conjure is about a rapper that gets signed. He's an internet sensation, and his record label ends up trying to kill him because they put messages in the music. So it's all about what the content you put into your music and the messages that you tell, because you never know what these corporations really are trying to do. They're trying to sell products and kill the community. And you know, the main actor unfortunately passed away, Siddiqui. So he passed away from sickle cell. So same thing with Prodigy passed away. So that was like 2 weeks ago he passed away. So this is a bittersweet moment for me. I mean, I kind of feel like, you know, he should be here more than me.
But when you look at this particular platform, the Hip Hop Film Festival, when I was talking to CR, she was talking about how important it was to, you know, to keep it, you know, like black owned. It was how important it was to show off like us in a better light and stuff like that. How have you benefited from the work and the platform, and what would you say to other people in terms of their involvement going into 2018 at the next film festival?
I'll say this, like I stated in the beginning of this interview, no one has ever showed this much interest in me because I'm a behind-the-scenes camera person. This gave me a platform to promote and advertise for myself, okay? Second of all, I'm half black, okay? I understand that, but she's a woman helping another woman. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is such a no offense, brother. This is such a male-dominated field that it's just like, it's exhausting sometimes. Like, it's exhausting. I'm exhausted. I know you could tell. You know what I mean? But for a woman, especially an African-American woman, to support another African-American woman, you know, I'm half black, but I consider myself African-American woman. You know what I mean? So, yes, there's a lot of beauty in it, and it breaks down those stereotypes of black women can't help each other out. And see past the cattiness, that the stigma that we get attached to each other. You know what I mean? Love the black woman, because we do a lot. Just saying.
Got my man Harbarg with me. I just destroyed him in Tekken 7, as you saw that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to run the highlights on that so you can see that. But we are the nation. This is what we talking about. First off, man, what gave you the idea? What sparked the feeling that made you want to create We Are the Nation? What does this mean? Just by looking at the picture, I could tell it symbolizes strength and overcoming something. Like, walk us through what this means to you and what you wanted people to get out of it.
Like, initially, I lived in the slum and I worked in the slum, and I wanted to do this because the slum population are often ignored. And these people, they claim attention, and they work really hard to get to be seen and to get education. They use rap music as a tool to live.
So now, one of the things you was talking about the slums and how obviously we always get overlooked, especially being from the hood. We always get overlooked. So what do you feel this movie will do in terms of, like, the people that will watch it? What do you want, or what would you like to see happen once more people get a chance to see this movie? Because I feel like it's a movie of inspiration. So what do you feel?
Like, I want to give a more positive image of the people living in a slum. Like, they're not just careless people not standing up for themselves. They really stand up for themselves. They fight to succeed in their lives.
So what's some of the one or two things, but something very personal to your heart that you feel resonates with this movie that you've gone through personally in your life, where you was the one overlooked, or you was the one that was beaten down in some ways and you had to rise up?
Yeah, I think everybody, when they grow up, they stumble upon things that they have to struggle with. I also did that, but I also, like, when I met these children and youth, they were just so positive and everything, even though the obstacles are so big. So they just keep fighting on and working hard. So they're so inspirational.
So who helped you with this film in terms of, you know, like, filming it and making sure you had the right actors? Like, who's some of the other people that you work with to help make this become reality?
I have a team in Norway, Pandora Films.
No, wait, hold up. He came all the way from Norway to New York, son. Norway to New York. That's real love right there.
Yeah, so we are, like, the main team who has made the film. We are all from Norway, but we also have some Kenyan filmmakers who has gotten content that we couldn't get ourselves.
Yo, Cuddy, let me know the two films that you got in here, what they're about. It's your show. What's going on, man?
My man. So the first film is called Mixed. I wrote, directed. That's a short film about middle America. You got 4 teens. I did a catchphrase. What do you get when you get a black girl, a white girl, a mixed kid, another? And at the end of the day, kids are kids. They do crazy shit. You know what I mean? So I'm also a dean at a high school. So I wanted to show, at the end of the day, it's about humanity. Yeah. And, you know, whether you rich, poor, black, white, kids are gonna be kids. So that's the first film about. The second film is called Trending. That premieres tonight. Stacey Muhammad directed that one. I wrote that one. So I wrote both of those. But that one's more about the cautionary tales with social media. You know, I have a lot of friends who acted and all this other stuff, and it got to the point where I'm like, okay, you taking butt-naked pictures and saying actress life, like, you know what I mean? Like, what does that have to do with acting?
Yeah, it has
right.
To, yeah.
Right, so that's what the films are about, basically, yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. So when you being a filmmaker, it's like you got to have a different eye and a different ear. Like you see things differently. These two movies that you're working on, what's something that happened in your life personally that gave you the inspiration to create these movies?
Right. No, I appreciate that. So for trending, the social media aspect, that's life. You know what I mean? Like one time I was at a homecoming, a man was looking sad. And I was like, what's good? He's like, my marriage ain't that great. I said, well, I had some problems before too. He said, I didn't know that. On social media, everything looked great. And I said, I only post what's great, so it's real. What I post is real, but there's some other things that happen too. So that was like the inspiration behind that piece. But the other piece, like I said, I was listening to Flying Lotus. I was in a real crazy utopia type of space, and I said, let me go ahead and do this film, because I'm also a dean, like I said, at a high school. And I see these kids acting out all the time, and like, we got so many race relation issues. At the end of the day, it's about humanity. And I wanted to bring that essence back. So, yeah, that was the inspiration for those films, man.
That's amazing, man. So I got, this Hot 97. What song, if you could choose one song that you feel can define the movies that you wrote and directed, what song would it be? So like for trending, what song would be for trending, and for mix, what song would be for mix? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me know, man. What's up?
Oh, that's good. Okay, so for trending, that's a good one. That's a good one. Ty Dolla had a song called Actress. It's like actress, you know what I mean? Are you a model? So you're trying to figure out what you are. You know what I mean? So on social media, what are you projecting? You know what I'm saying? What image are you trying to give off? Is this who you are really completely? So it'd be Ty Dolla. Shout out to him. For mix, it'd be Flying Lotus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to a lot of Flying Lotus. I listen to a lot of Jay Dilla. And sometimes...
Dilla?
No doubt. No doubt. So I don't always go by lyrics. Sometimes it's the melodies and the beats. And that's what kind of drove Mix, if you ever get a chance to see that. It's a very visual piece, very different.
All right, for the last question, you got to hold the belt, dog. Gotta hold the belt, son.
No doubt.
Gotta hold the belt for the last question, son. All right, now you from Jersey.
Yes, sir.
Now and you out in DC. Let me ask you this, right? And this is more of a gaming question relating to your filming, right? So when you play video games, what about a video game you see with a filmmaker's mind that if you was to create something themed around a game, what would it be, or what game would you choose? How would you merge those worlds together with your talent?
Right. Wow. Wow. Okay. You know what though? I'm a big 2K man. You know what I mean? Yeah. And all those basketball, the story level, the story player mode. Yeah. I would really say that that's more so my talent, right? Because at the end of the game, I don't care if you're playing like basketball games, third-person games. It's all about the story. Yeah. It's all about the story. You know what I mean? So like, from a directing standpoint, cinematography might not be as tight as you wanted to. The sound might not be, the lighting, but what does the script say? You know what I'm saying? So that's the essence of it. It's always going back to the story.
Yo, bro, much love to you, man. God, yo, this is crazy, son. I'm too hyped right now, son. So look, this is my man Cuddy, Jersey in the building, Hip Hop Film Festival. Shout out to CR Capers, love you, girl. And make sure you go out there and check out the film, man. Real talk. So it's mixed and trending, correct? Make sure you guys go out there and check it out. And we can't wait to see more what you got, Cuddy. Real talk. So on your Hot 97 every day, that's my word. It's your boy HipHopGamer. Salute, and we out of here. Peace.
And now I live my life just to be an inspiration. Fear don't live here cause I faced it. Gotta be a chill. The worst pain I ever felt in my life was having loved ones lost overnight. You gotta be a G.
What's up, it's your boy Cuddy. I'm a filmmaker, writer, director, and this is my G moment.
Yo, what's up? You already know what it is, man. Logitech, Hot 97, G moment. Be a G, baby. That's how you do it. Now listen, Cuddy, I gotta ask you, man, what was one of the times in your life where you felt like you was at your lowest and it just couldn't get any worse? But like, talk us through, what did you do to manage to overcome it that allowed you to be a successful person today?
I appreciate that. I would have to say the answer first is God. It's that simple for me. My dad had passed away, and some other things was going on.
Sorry to hear, man.
I thank you. I appreciate it, but it was nothing but God that brought me through. You know what I'm saying? Like, before my dad passed away, I was in the American Black Film Festival, some other things that happened, and he just smiled. We was talking one day, and he smiled like, "Dad, it's good news, but it ain't like amazing." But he already saw what was going to happen eventually. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of what you're going through, you know what I'm saying? I know how my story ends, right? So I don't get stuck on the chapter. So that's the answer. Always go back to God, man. Always.
Yo, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, brother. Not like I love you, God bless you, but that right there, and the reason why we're doing this G moment with Logitech is because it's not for us, it's for them.
Right.
Who can we inspire and who can we better? With what you just said, that right there, I believe will transcend so many people, young or old, because everybody need to hear that.
That's the goal, man.
And I thank you for it. Yo,
thank you, sir.
It's your boy HipHopGamer. It's my man Cuddy. That was the G moment. Let's go.